There's another way to get graphics out of a PDF file other than to export them, and that is to use the Touch-Up Objects tool. The Touch-Up Objects tool is found under Tools, Advanced Editing, Touch-Up Object. This thing, as I said, is a vector-based object. It's actually a collection of vector-based objects that I can drag to select and then edit, either in this application or in another application. If I want to edit them here, for example, I can grab them and move them around. Acrobat can act as a little bit of an editing application. I'm actually going to undo those two moves. Choose Undo, Undo, Undo. There were actually three there. I'm going to reselect the object, and this time I'm going to right-click, or if I'm on a Macintosh without a right button mouse, I can Control-click to choose Edit Objects. If your system has an application on it that can edit a vector-based object, such as Adobe's InDesign or Adobe's Illustrator, then Acrobat will hand this information over to that application and you can edit it there. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to select Edit Objects, and this system has Adobe Illustrator on it. Now, I can either choose File, Save As, and save a copy of this document and then reuse it as a vector-based file, which might be something that I want to do. Or, if I need to, I can actually edit the object and then throw it right back into Acrobat. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to select just some of the pieces of this object here, and I'm going to recolor them, and then choose File, Save. That's all I've had to do. I'll go back to Acrobat, and you'll see in the complete proposal that I've updated the color of just that one object. So sometimes when I want to repurpose something, it's just a matter of changing an element that I have in my existing file, and I can do that. Or if I want to fully repurpose this and use it elsewhere, I can throw it over into Illustrator or whatever application that I'm using, and then just do a Save As from there and recapture the object. It's a very convenient way to work. Not only can I do this with vector-based objects in a PDF file, but I'll return to the first page of this document. I can also do it with pictures in the file. So I'm going to keep the Touch-Up Objects tool chosen. I'm going to click on this photo. I'm going to then right-click on this photo and choose Edit Image from the contextual menu. Remember, Mac users, Control-click if you don't have a right button mouse. Now, this is just a little warning, and you'll see these from time to time when you're touching up objects in a PDF file. In this case, it's warning me that the object uses transparency and it might look different in my editing application. If that's something that I'm not familiar with, I should probably contact a graphics professional for some help here. Now, I happen to know that this isn't going to be a problem, and in fact, it's okay to select Yes and try it out to see what the results are going to be, and I'll show you why in just a moment. What I want to do here is I can either save this document out and then keep a copy of it, which is a good way to repurpose it, or what I really want to do is use some of Photoshop's wizardry to change the color of this. So I'm going to choose Image, Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, which is just a way to create a sepia-toned effect. Say OK, select File, Save, and then I'm going to jump back into Acrobat, and you can see that the file was updated there. The reason that it's okay to experiment this way is because Acrobat has an undo feature. I've changed this, but I really don't like the change. It just doesn't work for me. I can always come back to Edit, Undo Edit, and Acrobat will put the file back the way it was when I started. If you run into a problem with this Touch-Up Objects concept and you make a mistake or whatever, don't worry about it. Most times you can undo it. As long as you don't save the file, you can always revert to the file that you opened in the first place.